guys all right?
I don't even know anymore.
We're gonna make it through this?
You just got pumped. You just got pumped.
Oh, Bojiggles.
By the Bojiggles.
Oh, Bojiggles.
Now you gotta sit here and take all of Timothy's puns. This is what you've opened up. The floodgates.
I really rested on that bench.
Oh, Joe.
I was really sleeping that whole time. I'm trying to get him out of the way.
All right.
After all that.
These guys.
Joe,
Depressing.
Joe lost all his enthusiasm
look at Joe.
after losing to my
I
Jiggly.
can't look at Joe right now.
You can always become a little puff.
I don't want to.
You either have to weave them super hard.
Gake no Hanashi.
Yeah, you have to weave them super hard or go super American, like gaijin on it. And this, you gotta go super white guy on it.
Koko Dake.
Okay.
No Hanashi.
I really like Mado.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Next Gen Nation podcast, where we talk about all things anime and gaming related. I'm your host, Dominique.
And your co-host, Joe.
And I'm Timothy.
The third chair that will be forever permanent at this point, time permitting. Title pending.
Perfect.
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 All right.
Nailing it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys picked up Bloodborne this week.
Yes, we have.
How's
Yeah.
it been?
It's been fun.
It's been really good. I've actually enjoyed it quite a bit, but Timothy hasn't had much time to play it.
I got up to the first boss so far, so like I had a little bit, and I memorized the first area
Yeah.
after all my deaths.
Sadly, just because you've been having like house renovations, painting
Yeah.
walls, you've been a little busy outside of the gaming world.
As much as I want to get further, I so badly want to keep playing.
It's a great game.
I really, really like it.
This is really interesting, considering
You're kind of new
I'm
to the series.
I'm new to the series, the Souls series, and From Software games in general.
and Souls didn't do it for you at all.
No.
Souls 1 didn't do
Yeah, I got to like an hour of playing Dark Souls 1, 2, Dark Souls 2,
You told me about this.
without even getting to the first boss. But
That's rough.
He went the wrong way.
Bloodborne.
What?
I
He went- no, he
I
went
did go the wrong
He
way.
went to the one with the big guys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
went
you
towards the
that way.
giants.
Went the hard way.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
not your fault.
I got wrecked.
You did.
Yeah.
But
I remember those guys.
it does seem like Bloodborne is like a good place for people to start because it is kind of fairly different in terms of gameplay.
The word I've been hearing is streamlined, and it doesn't mean it's easy.
It's not easy at all.
game.
It's supposed to be harder.
Like our friend Arnold. Arnold's stuck in Central Yarnum at the beginning. Has he found the shortcut?
I don't think he's found the shortcut.
Oh no.
You need to get past the guys to find the shortcuts.
You don't need to get past the boss.
You gotta get towards like where the
Oh,
boss
he's not
is.
past the guys?
He's not past the guys. He's in Central Yarnum. Central Yarnum.
Oh, Jesus.
With like the fires.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Not even like to the big guy yet. The first big guy.
Oh, no. Okay.
But yeah, he's very early.
No, it is a
It is a
hard
very
game.
difficult game.
I would say, because both you and Arnold are new players, you found it a bit more accessible. Like, you kind of get where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's a little easier for me so far than like getting into Dark Souls because it's faster paced and I've played more faster paced games as opposed to slower games like Dark Souls because Dark Souls is more of a defensive game.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Whereas Bloodborne encourages you to like go in and attack them because of the
totally
regeneration
offensive.
system.
Yeah, you can explain that a little bit, the regen system.
The regen system where like when you get hit you have like a small space of
I think it's like 5 seconds or 4 seconds.
a very
something like that.
small period of time to go in and attack and regenerate your health. Because,
No, it basically promotes offense.
yeah, it promotes offense. And so if you're not like offensive and you play like Dark Souls, you're gonna get your stuff wrecked.
Yeah, or like at worst you die, but also what happens is you kind of have a relatively limited amount of blood vials, which are kind of equivalent to Estus.
They give you a lot at the beginning though.
They give
but,
you a
like,
lot at the beginning, but
later
trust
on,
me,
yeah.
later on you get less.
Yeah.
You get a lot less, and you kind of have to really utilize the regain system because you
Yeah.
run out of blood vials, and then you have to go restock on more.
Yeah.
You have to go kill people.
And what's
find-
also tough is like you gotta keep yourself topped off too.
Oh yeah, because
Constantly keeping yourself topped off.
The thing about the regain system is because you can constantly regenerate your health by attacking back, it does give FromSoft a little bit of an opportunity to make enemies hit even harder. So like you will lose like a good 30 of your health or whatever. Just you're just down a 30 of your health. So it gives the game a bit of balance,
Yeah.
and you want to be topped off because otherwise you might get two-shotted even.
Yeah. But what's really great about Bloodborne?
Red Rune.
Bloodborne. What's great about Bloodborne is like the what's the word? area design.
The level design.
The level
is what you're
design.
thinking
Yeah,
of.
the level design is really good.
That's the thing about these games. Because of Miyazaki, the game director for both Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls and this game, the direction's great. Like a lot of people who started on Dark Souls 2 might have noticed that a lot of the games based around corridors and then just like a few large areas. The way Miyazaki games usually work is they're very much interweaving. Like if you look down off a bridge, you'll see places you've been, and you'll find a shortcut that's right next to where you first started.
And like all those buildings you see in the distance, those are all places you can go to.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting.
Like it's all connected, and so
yeah, like where I am right now, which is like maybe I guess it'd be like 6 or 7 hours in. If I look down, I see where you start. Yeah. For instance, it's really interesting.
It's really cool. Level design is great, and then all the shortcuts. The shortcuts are great too.
Shortcuts are a sign of progress. I don't like that people underestimate how important the shortcuts are in that game because they save you so much time, life, blood vials, everything like that. They save you a ton of time.
It's a godsend.
Yeah, and like in my mind, like every time I turn on the game, my minimum goal, find a shortcut.
Right.
You know, I don't need to beat an area, I don't need to beat a boss, find a shortcut, make the game easier for me.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's great. I think the speed of it, I love the tone, like the gothic, Victorian style, like, would it be Victorian? It'd be Victorian, correct?
Kind of Victorian, yeah. Like you guys were like, oh, it's just Dark Souls, but like,
I was?
Yeah, you guys, when we were talking about it before, when I was like excited for the game and I was talking about like I liked how it looked, and you guys were like, it just looks like Dark Souls, and then we actually get into the game.
No, it's pretty different. It's the way they kind of like, I imagine this is like Dark Souls, but like more modern, getting to that.
It's a little bit further in.
Because you got like pistol, you have guns and stuff like that. You don't have a shield anymore. You use guns to parry. You shoot them like it's kind of like a just parry. Like you wait for them to be almost attacking you, you shoot them, and they stagger.
Yeah.
Oh. No, it's a.
There's a shield. It's the most useless shield ever, though.
It was. I believe the part of the text was be wary for shields and gender passivity. Like they make fun of like, hey, this isn't a game where you use shields. It doesn't work. And also,
your gun is your shield.
And also the armor isn't great. The armor, even like the first hunter gear, you get mentions that sorry, the first hunter gear you get mentions that it's like not meant to withstand blows from beasts or something like that. Like you're not very well protected. So your key is offense.
Yeah, offense and dodging.
Yes. Yeah. Bobbing and weaving.
Yeah. Oh, the iframes for the dodge are amazing.
They're perfect. You just gotta, if you get them right, you can dodge.
It's like, I think it's something like crazy, like 15 frames.
Well, you can dodge through, minor spoilers, the second boss that you would probably find is Father Gassion, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
You
can dodge through his shotgun.
Basically another hunter.
Yeah.
And you can dodge through his blunderbuss shot by like dodging through it. It's like because you can kind of dodge towards it like maybe like a roughly like an acute angle, like get in.
Yeah.
And instead of rolling like you would in Dark Souls, you roll cardinal directions basically. And, that's how you do it. In this game, you lock on, you start dodging, start bobbing and weaving. It's great, and it adds a lot of speed to the game.
Yeah, the pacing for the game is really good so far. I like it a lot. Have we been watching anything?
Have you been watching anything, Dominique? Sorry, we kind of lost you out of the conversation.
No, not really. I haven't been watching anything. I've still been still playing Monster Hunter.
Yep.
And they tossed in some more DLC today. So
oh yeah, there you go.
I'll be working on that, getting my cats all geared up.
Yeah, is it just Palico gear?
No, it's not just Palico gear. You have some gear for hunters as well, but it's not at that level.
Oh, it's not.
Like it's not like the first DLC where you get Link.
Oh yeah, that equipment's just really good.
Yeah,
it's just good.
It was just a lot. It was a lot of. It was geared towards the hunter the first time. This time it was geared more towards your cats.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah, I haven't really been touching Monster Hunter recently.
Yeah,
like the last time I played was when I played with you.
Well, we kind of got left in the dust.
Whenever that was.
Yeah, everybody's going way ahead. You're going way ahead.
I'm good.
Going way ahead.
I'm only G rank. I'm
I thought
G1.
you just stopped after we just got you there and you stopped. Oh, you kept going?
No, I didn't really go that far. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing Bloodborne. That's the thing. I'm probably gonna be writing a review for that, so I wanted to get a little ahead of the curve and try and actually get it done.
That's good.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And have I been watching anything?
I've still been playing SWTOR. Trying to get into Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO.
Yeah, I didn't know how to.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then their expansion came back last winter, but because of midterms and finals and stuff, I've been like backlogged, so I went through
Right.
some of Warlords of Draenor stuff, and now I'm finally able to come back and hopefully tackle this before Heaven's Ward comes out this summer for Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, this is for Final Fantasy 14.
A Realm Reborn, and it's gonna be awesome.
Cool. I'm
You've
glad.
seen it. You've seen some of it, haven't
I've seen a little bit
It
of
looks
it.
fun. I would play it, but like I can't pay the subscription.
This comes back
fees.
to like the subscription fee thing and the time thing. Because
Yeah.
you commit yourself to MMOs pretty much. Like MMOs and Monster Hunter are your thing.
Pretty much.
We totally get it.
And then
It's not ours.
whatever else is on the DS. until
I mean, like
get a console.
MMOs used to be my
Xenoblade's
thing,
coming out.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it used to be my thing. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I can't play.
Kick the habit.
I can't get into MMOs anymore. That's the problem. I've been trying. Doesn't
Well,
work.
because you don't have time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. It's a time thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you committed to it.
Yeah.
Man, my legs are still sore from yesterday.
Yeah, you guys went to Six Flags.
Yeah.
Did you guys even attempt to go on? Was the Monster Hunter deal still
Gormagala.
going for?
No,
So they're done with that.
it's
Okay.
long gone.
So we missed it.
Long gone.
Darn.
'Cause that was what, Valentine's weekend?
I thought it was
geez.
later than that.
It came out Valentine's weekend, and I thought sometime in March they were doing a promotion finally,
Okay.
where it
that's
was like the internet cafe or whatever.
fine. Okay. I don't know.
They did like a cyber cafe, and then I think
I still
they,
saw the signs up though.
Yeah, still
Oh,
saw
did
the
ya?
signs.
Yeah.
They were doing like a cyber cafe where you could play there, and then I believe they turned Goliath, like reskinned
Into
it to
Gormagala.
look like
Yeah.
Gormagala.
That's the only thing I wanted to do. Was ride the Gormagala.
Ooh, another thing we've been playing. Joe and I have been playing Project M.
Ooh, yeah. We actually we're a little late.
We are
on
a
the
little
whole-
late.
on the whole
A little?
trend
Yeah.
A little?
of this patch thingy. We've been
Yeah.
hearing a lot about it. This Project M. Here's a small startup.
Yeah, no, like we started it and we were like,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we were pleasantly surprised. Because like we've been playing a lot of 4, and we were just like,
I'm really surprised you are just getting into it.
Just
Joe.
getting into it. Well, I
I
feel
knew
like-
about it. I knew more about it than you did.
no, I know. I'm
understand.
more into it. Like I'm getting more into it, but it was just like, well, I kind of just like shoved it to the side. I'm like, I don't even
you
know
know,
about this.
you know the
It's not
funny
a
thing
main
is we probably wouldn't have started it if it weren't for my brother.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
like
'cause
my brother wanted to play Brawl because he wanted to play on the TV, right? And then I was just like, why don't we just play Project M? And
It's
so
like
we got
spur of the
Project M.
moment.
We did have to go out and get a 2 gigabyte SD card.
It's
though.
such a weird limitation that the Wii has. It's
Yeah.
strictly for the Wii
Yeah.
because of that. As you need a 2 gigabyte maximum and minimum. Like
Yeah.
it has to be that.
And they don't make those anymore.
So like very rarely. It's
Yeah.
like hard to find them.
Yeah, we went to Best Buy, and like they didn't have it, and they said like the store across the street
It
probably
was at
has
CVS.
it. Yeah, CVS across the street probably has it.
For like $40. So we went to Walmart and they had a 2-pack for like $12. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
So
Perfect.
we did
baloney.
that. Yeah.
Perfect.
But no, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with it. There's also going to be an update for it soon. Adding
Oh
new
yeah,
characters and
this is
stuff.
for Smash 4.
For Smash 4, and there's also an update for Project M too.
They're adding stuff. to Project M.
3.6.
What are they adding?
They're adding, I believe, more characters and maps
Oh
and
jeez.
map variations.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
I didn't know this was happening. When's
Yeah,
that happening?
I thought
Do you have
3.5
a
like
date?
just came out though.
I thought 3.5.
it's pretty
just
new,
came out,
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're coming out with 3.6 soon. I believe there was a trailer for it, but they didn't show any of the new characters.
Of course they did.
But there's apparently going to be new characters.
I'd
so,
like to see Lucina.
yeah. I'm pretty excited for Project M's update. But yeah, we should probably mention the update for 4.
The official game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 3DS and Wii U, we're getting an update coming April 14th, I believe. I want to say something like that. Whenever Mewtwo comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting a pre-patch for that, which will also add balance changes.
Hopefully.
So hopefully,
Hopefully.
no, we are getting them. It's official. It was in the direct.
No, I know they're coming in, but
So-
hopefully they're balanced.
Hopefully they're balanced. And we won't-
So Bojiggles can have its
So
chance?
Bojiggles moving up the tier list, hoo-ha, going all the way to the bottom, or being erased from the game.
We'll see. We'll see.
You see, that slot for Mewtwo, there's not a lot of space.
Maybe there's some love for Falco finally. Maybe.
You and me, we're like Falco buddies.
I'm hoping.
And I wanted that. Because you'll see me pick him in
Yeah,
like
I
Project
know,
M
I
and
know.
Brawl, and I play him a lot because I love Falco.
Yeah.
But he's so bad at freaking Wii U.
hurts.
Yeah.
He's just slow.
It really
Everything's
hurts.
Yeah.
delayed. None of his moves pack punch.
I should not lose a foot race to Ganondorf
Yeah.
as Falco.
But yeah, like Lucas is coming.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Comes out of nowhere.
It really
Yeah.
was
Lucas-
out of nowhere.
yeah, like-
Released both the trailer
Yeah.
for Mewtwo, and then we got a surprise trailer for Lucas that we didn't expect.
Trailer for Lucas was great.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot of his attacks, like, because they kind of used to look a little bit similar to Ness, but now
he
like
doesn't
the
look like Ness
animation,
anymore.
and animation
Very
wise and like effects wise, he looks very different now.
Got some combos.
He's got some combos. No, he looks like a pretty interesting guy.
I like that spike.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I was telling him, I was like, he's a little different, and we get to the spike, it's like,
Yeah.
little different.
When I was watching it, he did seem to look a little similar to Project M's Lucas.
Yeah, because since we've been getting to that, we noticed some more.
Yeah, and you said like Mewtwo looks a little similar to Project M's Mewtwo also, right?
As far as viability goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping that he's fast. You know,
But he's not going to be he doesn't look like.
Oh, he won't be
the same as Project
the
M.
brokenness that is.
Yeah.
Because like we also thought the same thing about Palutena. Like, oh, Palutena's gonna be great, and then she comes out.
She should have been.
And she's like mid tier. She's not even mid tier. You know, it's like
I don't
okay.
think she's mid-tier.
I don't think she's mid tier. She's low tier. She's slow. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
she is very slow.
So it's gonna be interesting to see like speed within the context of a match.
Yeah.
Is what we're gonna look for from you two.
That side teleport though.
Yeah.
He does have a side teleport now. I was so happy for that.
Does he have a teleport counter now? Is that what that was? Where he like disappeared and like, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're
Where
talking
it's
about. I don't know if that was a counter or if that was just a
really
great combo.
Good play.
I don't
good
know.
play.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very happy for the side teleport because it was just an up teleport before.
Like, it really did just look like Mewtwo King was behind those sticks. This is a Mewtwo I've been waiting for.
Doing some shenanigans. I guess like speaking of like Nintendo stuff, we did get a direct. That's where that news came from. I guess some of the bigger announcements are we finally have like a trailer for Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, which looks great, but it's also only for
the new
Wii U.
Fire Emblem.
And
the new Fire
See,
Emblem.
we're excited for Fire Emblem because we have all 3DSs. I don't know if you are as much because you're not a big strategy.
I'm not. Yeah.
Totally understandable.
That's fine.
But like in terms of like.
And I finally saw what you were talking about, where it just takes on the landscape in the background. For the
yeah, and it like goes
God.
in, and you're just looking at the background, like in the context of where they are.
That
So
was
there's no
amazing.
pre-done background anymore.
That was amazing.
Isn't it great? It's great. Like on 3DS, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And they have feet now. They
Yeah,
have
they
actual
do.
proper
They
legs.
have feet.
Other than that, like
And this is going to be what, the first Fire Emblem where you're actually the main character and not just a really good sidekick?
I don't know.
Usually,
Well,
for the history of Fire Emblem,
Have
it
you
usually
heard about
revolved-
what they're doing for the game?
What
Yeah,
I'm doing?
the
You're
two
pointing at me.
the two different sides.
They have like they're pulling a Pokemon.
Are they?
There's two versions.
No.
In Japan.
In Japan, yeah. In Japan, there's going to be two versions where, because they're battling states, and so you can get both versions to be on whatever side.
But what we're getting in America,
We're going to get it as a DLC.
we get like main game, then DLC. What's interesting is one path will be more difficult. They're saying like one path is the easier, more straightforward path, and the one part is like the rebellion path, and that's the harder path. Like you will have a more difficult game.
That sounds interesting.
No, it's very interesting. I like that they're giving people kind of difficulty levels within the series, so that way you don't feel like the reason Fire Emblem is not always accessible is because it's overly difficult.
Yeah.
I mean that's the whole point of it. You have different difficulty levels though.
And I do really like that, like, they're taking a different approach to difficulty as opposed to, like, just making enemies hit harder or something. Like,
Yeah,
they're-
that was always
yeah.
the thing.
It's like a different story, basically.
Yeah, no, you're gonna completely different story. I'm looking forward to playing both, obviously.
And it adds replay value.
Oh, it's great. No, it's a great structure. I don't
what
know
they
if I
did
like
with what they did with Awakening to give replay value was, instead of making normal mode the one where you die and you lose your characters, they made that the next difficulty. So
Yeah, there's like you could have difficulties, and then there's casual, and then whatever.
I mean, there was different
Yeah, there
difficulties,
was, like,
but the
they
real
weren't-
the
they
real
weren't good.
difficult thing about it was losing your
Well, it's
characters
permanent,
for good.
right.
Yeah. You mean hit the restart button?
Yeah.
That's what I did. No, it's like I'm very happy to see that they're really coming along with the new Fire Emblem. Finally, happy to see that Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem is not vaporware and it was not canceled.
Yeah.
That was my big thing. Even though I don't have a Wii U currently, I'm looking forward to getting one for maybe that, because we're not getting Zelda because Zelda got delayed to 2016.
That's fine.
Yeah,
As long as they do it right, I'm okay with
I'm
it.
okay with it as long as they do.
I mean, how long do we usually wait for a new Zelda game anyway? This isn't new.
Who actually expected it to come out in 2015?
This isn't new.
Nobody.
Been waiting for a long time for Kingdom Hearts. I can wait for Zelda.
Yeah, we're gonna be grown men by the time Kingdom Hearts 2
We're gonna be
comes out.
retired.
Oh, Sonny, can you turn on my Wii U?
Oh, okay, Dad.
That Legend of Zelda, boy.
I like the
Speaking of
idea
Wii
that
U,
like,
though.
we're gonna be old men playing on PlayStation
Yeah.
4s. I like that.
Like this is the end for next gen. I don't think it stops. But I really like what Wii U's looking like this year.
Yeah.
Because they have the Yarn Yoshi game.
Oh yeah, and like
Looks
the
pretty
little
cool.
amiibos
and
and
the
stuff.
amiibo. I hope that amiibo works for Smash.
I hope
Because
so.
I just like how it looks. But then the game looks awesome, and then Splatoon. Did you check out
Splatoon coming
Splatoon?
out of nowhere. Splatoon.
And
I mean,
they're-
I knew it was. I knew what it was.
I knew about it, but now they showed more
They're really
game
pushing
modes,
it.
and they have this ranked mode that actually looks. It looks like you could sort of have a competitive game
I'm happy to
on
see.
the Wii U that's not Smash Bros.
I'm happy to see they're pushing it. I'm worried about. Okay, I love Nintendo, but I'm worried about how they're going to deal with online, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a shooter, and it's a squad-based shooter.
Yeah.
But they won't
I'm-
do voice chat,
Yeah,
maybe potentially. So how do you?
Ooh.
That's
That's
exactly.
not something that
Because
they're
think
used to
about
doing.
it. Think about it.
Think about how it works right
It's
now for the
Nintendo.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
They don't think Mario Kart. Think about how it works from Mario Kart.
I haven't tried it in the
Mario Kart, the way it works, voice chat only works in lobby,
Yeah, that's what Smash Bros does.
not in race.
It's in lobby. It's like, oh, good luck, and then silence.
But squads,
And
you
then-
need to.
No, but squads, exactly,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm worried about it.
Are they gonna add like gestures or something?
I don't know. But
Gestures aren't that great.
Gestures-
I know
I don't
they
use
They have
not,
gestures in
they're
League of
not.
Legends. That doesn't mean you're gonna listen to them.
here's the thing. Like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Bloodborne does great gestures.
Yeah, I'll go shake off the But
Yeah.
like, no, I'm really happy that they're pushing a new brand because I love Mario and I love Zelda and I love all that stuff. But like, I'm glad that they have some new IPs.
Yeah.
But I want to see them play it, be smart about it.
But like one thing, like because it's Nintendo and like
It's kid friendly.
Yeah, it's
I get it.
kid-friendly,
I
but,
totally
like,
get
yeah.
it.
It's kid friendly, but you know that lobby's not gonna be.
Well, see, that's the thing. And it's like
Not-
if you're
not
already
ranked.
if you're already going to do the lobby, if you're going to have voice chat in the lobby, we don't even know that.
Yeah.
They haven't I don't think they've talked as much about this because, well, they don't want to.
Right.
But like, if that's the case, either we're not going to be able to talk in the lobby, so we can't talk. And if we do talk in the lobby, then why can't we have it in game?
I've never understood that.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't know if it's a
thought-
netcode thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know who did their architecture and stuff, but it's like Nintendo, please.
But man, going back to Amiibos, boy, do they sell it fast.
Yeah, because there's the announcement on April 1st, right?
Right.
Timothy and I both tried to pre-order
Lucina.
Lucina and/or Ness and/or anything, and gone.
All
Gone.
gone already?
They sold out pre-orders for them like yesterday at like 3 or something.
GameStop employee dude that I talked to at both stores was like, yeah, I was thinking, like, one guy was like, yeah, I was hoping to pre-order one, and then I went to another store, and the guy was like, yeah, I was hoping to get that Charizard. Nope, no, you didn't, buddy.
Jeez.
It's like,
My Lucina and Demetrius wanted Ness.
yeah, I want Lucina. I find it funny that you want Lucina because he doesn't
I don't play
Fire.
Fire. I just like.
Doesn't play
her
Fire.
design.
Like, she's got a cool design. The sword. her
One
sword's
thing
cool.
is like notice my theme with Smash. All them girl characters.
Yeah, all
them
the princesses,
princesses.
all the girl characters. Oh, she is a princess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Son of a, I didn't even think about that.
So that is gonna be something you play
She's a princess.
eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually. You have to. You've already called it.
You gotta play all the princesses. You gotta
You gotta
remember that.
commit.
But yeah, like I mean, I'm so
Princess
sad.
Lucina.
And like, what's scary is like the GameStop employee. He's like, yeah, you're probably gonna get them at different times if we get more, if we happen to
at
get
all.
more, if we happen to get them at all.
Martha
But like
has
Nets,
to
you
get
have
a-
a higher chance. Lucina, we're probably not even gonna get any more
Mark
at
has
all.
to get a re-release because that was so.
Martha's
Disgusting.
Martha's getting re-released because of Codename Steam.
Yeah.
Same with how Shulk is getting re-released because of Xenoblade.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered Shulk the day he was announced his re-release because I'm like, no, I'm getting one.
Yeah.
I want this one. So I'm very happy I got that. But it's like, no, it's a pretty crazy rat race to get those freaking.
Yeah.
But hey, there's still no Falco.
Still no Falco. Still, they announced Zero Suit
They did.
for September.
Ooh, you want to know why all the
least she's
Lucinas are
announced.
gone? All the Lucinas are gone because of that one guy.
Oh, the guy that did all the Rosalinas?
Yeah.
That was good.
He's pre-ordering
Covering
all the
all the
Lucinas.
princesses. Yeah, because he didn't like her either, apparently. Yeah, no, it's like, it's craziness. It's actual insanity. Like, I mean, I will make a point of getting the amiibos I want from now on because, like, I've missed my opportunity on a lot of them. Like Rosalina, I missed my opportunity on, like,
On Zero Suit.
no, not Zero
Oh,
Suit.
not Zero
No,
Suit?
Zero Suit's not out for pre-order
Yeah.
yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm
That's a-
very scared to look online for like eBay or Amazon.
I was thinking of looking at
Ooh,
Amazon.
Ooh,
I'm terrified.
$200.
No, like they're getting pretty crazy. Like a lot of them are. Like I think Little Mac's probably in like that 50, 60 range at this point. 40, between $40 and $60, somewhere around there probably.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love you, Nintendo, but it's crazy how few. Like I get that they're trying to meet that perfect market demand.
Okay, so I saw this, and this actually really upset me. Did you see that the fight controllers are coming back out in a really ridiculous bundle?
Oh, is that a bundle?
2 GameCube controllers and the adapter for $80. You're not paying any less, but they've been holding on to them so that they can charge you full price for them.
Oh.
Is this for you get GameCube controllers and adapter?
You get 2 GameCube controllers and an adapter, but the adapter is $20 and the GameCube controllers are $30 a piece.
So it's 80. So you're paying the same amount.
Yeah.
When is this
What's the
coming
point
out?
of a bundle then?
When's this coming out?
What the point of the bundle is, we didn't give you everything when we first released it because we were actually putting them on sale.
Yeah.
So now you
might
want them,
actually
you
get
gotta
that
do
just
full
for the-
price.
GameCube controllers. When does that come out?
I believe it's the end of this month. I was just looking.
I would think.
I was looking on there and I just saw that there,
Are you ever gonna get a Wii U?
and it was.
I don't know, man.
Look, I didn't even think about this.
I don't know. Because, like, there are some games that I want, and I want to play like that.
You get why I'm saying this, right?
Yeah.
You get why I'm saying this, right? We might want to actually split this and actually figure it out.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're never gonna get it.
Yeah. Because I do want to play that new Wii U Xenoblade also.
Because we might want to. I don't know if you want, but we might want to split this and actually like get an adapter or something. Because otherwise we'll just never have an adapter.
Yeah.
And we can. Well, actually, we can always like. I don't condone this. There are third-party adapters.
There
Oh,
are.
plenty. They exist.
Oh no, there's so many.
They are the same price, if not less. You can always do that.
Or the what is it? The PDP fight sticks that
Yeah.
connect directly to the Wii controller.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine. I never heard of that.
they look
Well,
just like the GameCube controller. Have you seen?
Well, I'd be
the
wary of
themed
that.
ones
I'd be
like-
wary of that only because they connect to the gamepad.
No, they connect to the if you have a Wii Mote or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll connect there like a nunchuck or whatever.
See, I don't like that because it's wireless.
Mhm.
I'm that guy.
Oh, you don't.
It's gonna be wired.
You like that?
No, it has to be wired. There's
That's
no-
what I think. That's not everyone's like dislike about it, but a lot of people are like, oh, you either really like that it's wired, or you're like, it's a GameCube controller, I want it wired. Especially for
It's gotta be wired.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, we should probably move on to our actual topics.
Yeah, our main topic for the day is over music in both anime and games because we really like music and we haven't really talked about it that much on here.
we have not.
I hate music.
Oh, I guess you can leave. That's fine. Okay. So Dominique,
Yes. I mean, how do we start this? How do we start this level of? Let's start with the basics, okay? We'll start with anime. We'll do opening songs and ending songs.
cool. Okay.
So, what's our favorites?
Timothy,
My favorite opening is the Watamode opening.
that we don't know the name of.
We don't know that. I can find the name of it.
Okay, so Watamote is this Watamote.
Which is short for like an actual like title.
Yeah.
For cringe.
Which is short for cringe.
So the story is basically
because that's all that happens when I watch it.
the story is basically this like story of like if you ever seen like Curb Your Enthusiasm or like any story where like the main character is just like this bundle of awkwardness. Did you want to say something?
Only a bundle.
No, I was just remembering my other thing.
It's just this bundle of awkwardness in little girl form, and like the theme song kind of really covers her like mental landscape.
Yeah.
It does. I
Yeah.
remember that video.
But like describe this song, and we can talk more about the show.
Screamo. Basically it.
Timothy,
No.
the music critic.
No, it's like Screamo about like what goes on in the show and like what goes on in her head, and then like the video kind of portrays it too. And I think like you at first glance you would look at the opening and you would say like this does not fit the show, but then you actually like read the lyrics and all that stuff and you're like, oh, this does fit the show. And like I just really like it. Honestly.
You just like the personality of it,
Yeah.
and how it fits the show really well, even though it's not appropriate. It's
Yeah.
not appropriate until you really get into like how what's her name again?
Tomoko.
how Tomoko sees the world.
Yeah.
And you realize she just thinks everybody's awful and that she's the only one that's right. And like that, the fact that she's just constantly screaming about that in her head really matches the song.
Which is funny because she's constantly screaming about stuff in her head during the show.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like the show in song form.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think it's really fitting for the show.
Yeah.
It's not one of my favorites, only because I just don't like the song.
Right.
I wouldn't want to listen to it outside of the context of the show. I guess that's the difference.
I kind of like the song.
Hey, no, more power to you.
Part of it is like, I used to listen to Screamo when I was younger.
I
You
got
don't like
into a
Screamo?
little.
I
got into
like
a little.
Screamo. I like the song. I don't like the show.
You don't like the show?
I don't like the show.
I love the show.
Weird
It's
as
too
hell.
No, it's too real.
Too real.
It's not weird.
That's
it's real.
what you say, Joe.
It's
you say
like
that every time we
the
talk
show.
about
The
this,
show is like
and I
you sit-
cannot relate to that show. I just know people like that. And
That's relatable.
no.
The show is like your buddy coming down.
Because I still don't understand.
The show is like your friend. He sits you down. He's like, all right, real talk.
Real talk. So what about you, Dominique?
It is from Chatmonchi. That's the name of the group, and it's called Koko Dake no Hanashi, which the rough translation is like, this is just between us. And it's from the show Jellyfish Princess.
Such a weird title.
Yeah.
It sounds like a weird title, but then you realize what the show is about, and the song is perfect. It's absolute perfection. Because basically the story is this girl's
Look up the artist.
she grew up Chatmonchi, Chatm.
No, for mine. I don't care about yours.
Okay. While Joe does his thing,
No one cares about you.
I'm gonna
Dominic.
explain to you why this song is so awesome,
I
as
kick
is
you.
this show. But yeah, it's like this girl's really obsessed with jellyfish because of a thing that her mother once told her, who's now passed, and now she's like an adult growing up as a NEET, an otaku, in Japan.
Oh, I read the synopsis for this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't actually watched it or
And
anything.
she stumbles across this really pretty-looking lady who turns out to just be a cross-dressing dude.
Oh.
So it really is their little secret while she's in this house full of NEETs that are just like dude phobic, like they just panic, they're all really awkward and just nerdy. So
That sounds fun.
it's really fun. And
Sounds
it's
like
hilarious
yeah.
because he slips up from time to time.
Oh, really?
And she has to like try and save their butts and just like make up random distractions just to like, no, don't catch on to this secret. But I really I love the song. I love the group. It's an all-female group and they're pretty awesome.
Okay.
And then the theme, it's just a bunch of nerd culture. So you see like one of the girls is dressed up in the Bruce Lee tights.
Brute Lee.
Same guy.
Jan Lee.
You see like Star Wars references. You just see all these like nerd references
awesome.
in the theme song. And I love it.
You need to show
I
me this
personally love
after.
it.
I wanna see it.
Yeah, now I want to see it too.
Yeah.
You got me
I
interested.
want to see all the nerd references.
It's really great.
I want to watch the show because that sounds interesting to me.
It's a good show. And it never got a season 2,
Oh.
but they announced a live action sometime last year. So
Oh, wow.
Oh.
and it looks actually pretty good. The live action, like
Well, there you go.
who they have casted already. So hopefully that works out.
I'm always a little wary about live action.
It works sometimes. I think
Sometimes.
live action Death Note works better than anime Death Note, for instance. I think it works better.
That would work.
Anyways, stuff like that.
Joe, your opening.
Yeah, for my opening, I chose My Soul, Your Beats, which is the opening for Angel Beats.
Oh,
I'm not
could
a
have never guessed that.
I don't know. But it's composed by Jun Maeda, and it is sung by Lia, who is Lia, who is also the singer for the Vocaloid Luca, which I did not know until I looked into it.
Girl loves Luca.
I do
I
like
love
Luca a
Luca
lot,
also.
and I did not know this, so
Yeah.
I found that interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Angel Beats. I like key animation stuff, but I don't really like. I don't really like the first half of the show. I think it moves a little too slow and it's a little too generic. Second half's great, but I just really like the song. I really like the piano. I love the animation for it because it has Kanade, the angel girl, just playing the piano.
Yeah.
And she's just in the middle of this like field playing this piano, and it's sweeping around her, and her wings come out and everything. It's just very well done.
It's a really pretty opening and song.
Yeah, and the song by itself, I'm totally fine listening to it all the time. Like I think it's a very well sung. The piano accompaniment is very great. I think it really captures the tone of what the show is going for. It's trying to be more like hopeful, and I think it really captures that. And there's like a speed to it that I really like when the vocals come in. I think it's an overall really good song. Have either of you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard
You've heard it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it. What do you think it kind of captures the show really well?
it does. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I keep thinking like I'm gonna say something else and then I forget what I'm gonna say.
Oh, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
I think it just comes like the vocals are really smooth. They're like kind of deeper. Just I guess that's why I like Luca a lot.
A lot of the songs in the show are really good.
Yeah, no, it's got a really good soundtrack. I think the show is worth watching by itself. Just for like animation wise, it's still really good looking.
Yeah.
And it's short, but like the song, really, I think it covers like also the ending song, Brave Song, is really good. That's not my favorite, but I think they bookends it really well. I think both songs are great. So yeah, it's totally worth checking out.
Yeah.
My Soul, Your Beats.
Cool.
Moving
What about ending songs?
Yeah.
Do you guys? It's really hard. Personally, it's really hard to find an ending song. 'Cause I don't think they're all that great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up with it with
You're
one that
excited about this?
I mean, excited because we were all joking about it for a while, but we kind of came to a consensus that every ending song that's from Asian Kung Fu Generation is really good.
Oh, opening or ending, like
Yeah.
if the anime,
Yeah.
if the show has screaming Asian Kung Fu Generation, it's
Yeah.
probably an awesome song.
It's
and
not.
video.
It's not really screaming though. It's just yelling into the microphone. He just yells. It's,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
My
But
mom
no-
hates it.
Really?
Yeah, your mom hates it apparently. I think even though a lot of the songs usually end up in like shonens, like Naruto and Bleach.
Yeah.
You telling me Bleach had one of the ending themes was from it.
Which is actually really good. It was an opening, but it was.
It was an opening.
I'm probably super biased because it was my favorite season.
Oh.
And not to say the other songs, like, they're all really, I think Bleach probably has, for Shonen, has the strongest lineup of, like, opening songs.
Too bad.
But I thought, I know. such
I'm so
wasted
mean. I'm
potential.
sorry.
I know.
Yeah, to Bleach fans out there.
But that was actually a fantastic season where they had that song, and I probably just made it even better for me.
Oh,
But, yeah.
there you go. Yeah, no, I think Asian Kung Fu Generation, like the tone of their, like, there's a lot of energy behind all their music. It's just rock.
Yeah.
With
Even their calm
Japanese yelling.
songs.
Yeah,
Even their calm songs are pretty
He
energetic.
has
it's-
to yell at least
Well,
once.
he's like because he sings in a really pretty flat tone, and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like intentionally so. Like it's not a very melodic, band.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I think they bring energy to themes. They're really good at it. Did you have any comment? You've heard Asian Kung Fu Generation before, right?
Dude, I used to listen to them
Yeah,
all the
like,
time.
No
Yeah.
way.
So I mean,
I used to have it all on my phone and I would listen to it while driving and stuff. But yeah,
I just wanted you to say something,
Used
and
to.
then you did.
Used to.
used to. I
Used to,
still
we
do.
still do.
I
We
still,
still
I
do.
still do.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It seems like I only listen to Japanese music now, even though I used to listen to like
all the time because
like I'll blast a little Tech 9 every once in a while.
You really like Tech 9.
I do really like Tech 9.
he's basically
I either hear Japanese music or
Tech
Tech
9
9
coming out of his car.
There used to be a lot of dubstep too. I kind of toned down a bit on the dubstep though.
Oh, okay.
Got over it just like everyone else.
I do like Hobson also. Hobson's
Totally
basically.
freaking different. Totally different.
I like
obviously.
Hobson. He's great.
Yeah, no, Hobson's
Anyways,
good.
maybe back to themes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go back to to leave that
Endings.
ranch where it was.
Endings. My ending is Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. The ending for Bake Monogatari, which is also my ringtone.
Yeah. I always
That
found
was
it funny.
really funny for you to be looking for that song, even though it was your ringtone.
Yeah,
was your
it was
ringtone.
my ringtone. I forgot the title of the song, but I found it, and yeah.
I think it's a really good song. I also like. We won't spoil it. It does tie to the last scene of the show, which is really good. Like the vocals tie in with that, and they like and what.
I just thought of something when you said that.
I like the piano a lot for that song, and I like I like all of it. I like the animation too.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's an enjoyable song, a pleasant song, as shown by my ringtone.
What? Why do you like the song so much, Timothy?
It's a pleasant song.
God. I think we need to widen.
part of
You are
it just-
fantastic at this.
I
part
think
of
you
it
need
just
to
ties
widen
in.
your
Part of it just ties into the fact that it's my favorite anime,
Oh, that's nice.
and she's also my favorite character.
Who would ever talk about OSTs? Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna see.
It's the song for my favorite character too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I mean, that's good. That's good reason.
Okay, before I go to my actual one, I just remembered when you said how it tied into the last scene. I just remembered that one episode of No Game No Life
Oh yeah.
where the ending song, like I already liked the ending song, but then it was like
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
spoil that? Is it too soon to
Spoilers
spoil
for
that
like,
part?
if you guys don't want to hear No Game No Life spoilers, just skip forward 5 minutes.
Skip like
just 5.
We'll
We'll cover
5
it.
minutes? I'm not gonna try and do the whole thing.
Oh, then like 3
Like,
minutes.
yeah, skip forward like a minute or something. But 30 seconds.
How long do you think it takes to explain something?
No, it doesn't take that long because
fast.
it's just that part where she loses memory of her brother.
And like he's gone from every. You
oh,
notice
yeah.
that, right?
From everyone's memory.
Yeah.
And so for the ending song,
She's alone.
It's
and
like-
it's sad.
it's alone, she's sad, and like the song just scratches out each time while she's basically like running around trying to find him.
Yeah,
And
that
then
actually got to me. I'm not gonna lie.
She finally sees someone and she's like, hey, where's my brother? Where's so and so? And they're like, so and so.
Who?
Who is this?
Yeah. No, Shiro is like.
Yeah.
It's Shiro, right?
Shiro, that's her name.
Yeah, she became like one of my like favorite characters, like little lolly characters. After I'm like,
Just for that,
oh,
She's a really good
it's
character.
adorable.
Yeah.
And then she's Anyways, well,
Yeah.
I guess we're done with that.
Yeah, but to get spoiler over.
Spoiler
So
over.
to get back to my actual one, it was really hard. I'm gonna choose like 2.
Uh
Oh no,
Is
no,
she?
no rules.
oh. Okay. Well, what are your top 2 then?
But the first one that I really liked because it was one of the first anime that wasn't like Dragon Ball Z or Shonen or whatever.
Right.
It was on Furikuri,
And
and I really liked the Pillow song "Right On Shooting Star."
It's probably my favorite Pillow song.
all the pillow songs in that show are great, but Riding on Shooting Stars is definitely an exceptional song.
It is.
Within the soundtrack.
And I just love the whole I'm on my little Vespa riding through town, just like I just thought it was really cool back then.
Yeah,
And
especially
it
because it's
still
live
is.
action,
Yeah.
so it's like a very interesting take on an ending theme.
Yeah, it still is. And my second one comes from a show, The Daily Lives of High School Boys.
Have you watched this show?
No, I haven't.
It's
You should
very-
watch it. You'd actually
You'd probably
like
like
it.
it.
You'd actually like it.
Should I?
Yeah,
Okay.
your brother
It's-
wouldn't, but you would. You'd think it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, your brother. God,
What's it
he
about?
really is, but he's so
It-
much more mature than us.
Daily Life of
It's
High
about
School.
nothing.
Well,
It's a show about nothing, but it's like it's literally what it sounds like. It's just follows these high school dudes, and they just deal with high school, but like
Have you
not
seen,
anime high school.
Nichijou?
I saw a couple episodes.
You know how that's just like pure
Just
random stupid,
stuff,
funny
yeah.
stuff?
But it's not real.
It's on that level, but it's not random and just spontaneous
Yeah.
combustion. It's like legitimate. You could see this happening.
It's not anime high school. It's just high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like baloney high school.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's hard to describe.
But
It's not what you think it is.
The ending song is called Ohi-sama, which is like the sun.
Oh, jeez.
Like the song has nothing to do with the show. It's just random, and it looks like the setting is like they're doing a stage play or whatever, and it's just really fun. It's a really silly song, and it sounds very kidsy. It's really cool.
Timothy, I know what my ending theme is now.
What?
You're not gonna like it.
Oh,
It's Dango.
I've heard it so much in my house.
It's not because of me. No, Dango is the ending theme for Clanad. For the original series Clanad.
oh my God! It
My
is.
brother has been learning on piano and has been constantly playing over and
Constantly
over and
playing
over
it,
again.
And it's such a good song because it builds. I'm sorry if you were done, right?
I know. I was.
I'm like in Dango mode.
No, it's
But now you put-
a
you
good
put me-
song.
It's
Like,
a
I'm not
good
gonna deny
song.
that it's a good song.
Because it's like supposed to be like it was like this little dumb theme for this like little candy baked good thing.
Yeah.
And it just builds into this big orchestral thing, and it's like talking about the world, and it's like how people deal with sadness and stuff, and it was like, why is this song so good? And it just builds and builds, and it's like universe spanning. It's great. I don't
You
know.
put me in a mood now.
Dango's
I
great.
can't have Clanad like just snuck up on me like that. I'm not
Dango's
ready
great
for that.
because the show is like it covers a lot. Like it's like based off of a dumb visual novel game, and there's like little nods to that. But it's like so well written for the show.
Right.
The show like really covers a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think would be in that genre.
Yeah.
It's really sad, and it's really happy, and then it's really sad. And I think the song really, it kind of covers that because it covers this great range of like from joy to sadness to, dealing with things in your life, but it's
Right.
also all these people around you to support you. And it's just talking about little Dango things, which are like little baked rolls.
But those big eyes.
But the big eyes are, yeah, they're great. Clanad's great.
Clanad's
I like that we're like talking about like how I love key animation. I don't really like Angel Beats, but I love Clanad. So it's like so inconsistent. Anyways, just thought, yeah, no, I'm glad we actually got to talk about this because
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
Dango, totally worth it.
Now
Also
we need to
Clanad,
talk
totally
about
worth
OSTs.
it. OSTs.
Yeah, let's do OSTs.
Original soundtracks.
And this can be.
I did not know what OST stood for
Well, there you
until
go.
you told me a while ago.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
you never. Why would you need to know? It's
Yeah.
you just know
I
OST.
just knew there were songs from whatever.
Yeah.
But like
It's because original songs that were made for that thing.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this doesn't have to be exclusively anime. I know mine isn't. So.
Yeah, why don't you go first?
Want me to go
Because
first?
because you like a lot of this thing you like is the thing you like.
Oh yeah, we all love Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
My favorite OST is the second game, Kingdom Hearts 2, the OST.
Composer?
Nobuo Uematsu.
Nailed it. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure you remembered.
Of course. I don't know. I will never forget his name. He's my hero.
Hero. But yeah,
But
Kingdom Hearts.
the thing about Kingdom Hearts and like music, like it's an easy win for me because I love piano music. I absolutely love
Me too.
piano music. So Kingdom Hearts, there's always a piano like somewhere in the song. And my favorite song from that album, from the original soundtrack, is Darkness of the Unknown, and it's the fight with Xemnas. Like, it starts off, you know, where he's like looking like the regal king on his throne.
Oh
I
yeah.
believe the music begins there.
Oh, so it's got like it's got movements to it.
Yeah, it
Okay.
has movements. Like the song was made for that fight where it transitions from there into like the last showdown. And now the music kind of calms down a bit.
Where it turns
And
into
Xemnas
Star
shows
Wars.
Xemnas brings out his lightsabers again, and it's just like, yeah, let's finish this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just perfect. It was,
No,
it's
it was a
perfect.
really
Yeah,
good.
that was really good.
I think it like builds up that fight. I actually think that music saves the first part of the fight because the
yes,
first part
I
of the
was
fight is
bored with
really
that fight,
boring
but the
because it's
music
like
was
him sitting
amazing.
on his throne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like builds into that, because by the end it's cool because
Yeah,
it's like
it-
it's like a real one-on-one,
It
one-on-two.
builds into the laser show.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that laser show. One day we just need to talk about boss fights.
Yeah.
We'll do that eventually.
We'll do that.
Because that laser thing where it's just like,
That has to be on there because I was
I couldn't
pretty
figure out how to do it for a while, and
'Cause
then
you
my
have to have
friend,
both of
yeah,
them
you
do
have
it.
to have both.
Yeah.
yeah, because otherwise one of them's going to be standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And just dying.
And just dying. It's so
really
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Kingdom Hearts is like a really because Uematsu does a lot of Final Fantasy stuff too.
He does,
I think
he's like Square Enix's go-to guy for music.
amazing
And
composer.
he did Fantasy Life, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
I believe he did Fantasy Life as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember
Yeah.
we talked about this. Yeah, no, Uematsu is a great composer. Does a
Yeah.
lot of great orchestral stuff. Been around since the SNES era
Yeah.
is when he started. He got into the industry more. But like, no, amazing. Totally, like anything he's written, probably one of the better soundtracks out there for video games. So it's totally
Right.
worth checking out.
Yeah.
What about you, Timothy?
Mikaku City Actors. Does it even count as an OST? Because the anime is built around the sound.
I think that's what makes it a really good OST. Actually,
Yeah.
That's an interesting approach that they took to it.
Yeah, because the entire show is just based entirely around that album, Mikaku City
Oh.
Days. Was it Mikaku City Days?
You're asking me, Timothy.
It's based around this Vocaloid album.
Okay.
The Vocaloid is Aya, and yeah, like the whole show is just based around that soundtrack, that album, and so like everything just fits really well because it's done that way, and that's kind of why it's my favorite OST.
I totally get it.
And I just like Vocaloid music.
Vocaloid music is good.
I do.
You love Vocaloid music.
Yeah.
Vocaloid music and Tech Nine.
Probably not as much as my brother, but I still.
Yeah, your
really
brother
like,
really
yeah,
likes
my brother's
Vocaloid
like
music,
super into it.
I dabble. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I dabble.
Yeah. That flower though.
Flower's great. Flower's great. I'll put my. I haven't put my theory out in public yet. I think Flower's a young boy.
It could be, yeah.
This Vocaloid who looks kind of like a lolly girl, I would say.
Not really a lot.
Yeah, she
more-
does.
more of
That's
a-
what she is.
Did you see the music video for Breakout?
I haven't seen the music video.
She's kind of bigger.
Oh, I know. I think she should be tiny.
She sounds like a. She sounds
She
like
should
a
be
lolly girl.
tiny.
Yeah.
I think
She should be tiny.
I think
yeah.
eventually they're gonna like slowly shrink her down.
Yeah.
Like
I think she should be like more of a tomboy in design.
I'd be totally fine with that
Yeah.
too. I like her design. I don't think it matches her.
Yeah.
Because she sounds like a young boy. But she's
At
like,
times.
But she would maybe, what is she at? Probably like 16 or 17. That's probably where they age her.
She doesn't have like an actual age.
Oh, I know, but that's like whatever-
that's what she looks like.
Design wise, she looks like a 16, 17-year-old girl that wears like goth like a goth dress, like a Lolita dress kind of thing, and she's got like big white poofy hair and then like a purple streak coming out of it. It's cool. She's cool looking, but she's got like a young boy's voice, in my opinion. So I think, and they haven't announced who the voice actor is. I think it's a boy.
It could be a young boy. Yeah.
I'd be totally fine with that. It's just like, just tell me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
just tell me. It's like, I'll play you a couple songs because we both have like a lot of the songs now.
Okay.
I showed him some of the songs.
Yeah, sounds like a boy to me.
During Club Awareness Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he did. He did.
Do you remember it?
I don't remember the name, but I know.
You remember the music, right?
I do.
You see what I'm saying? You
I didn't
get
show
what
him
I'm
the
saying?
ones where it really sounds like a young boy.
Really sounds like a boy.
Because I showed him Breakout and Close to You.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like a boy there. I think that might have just been big. We'll see.
Enough
Anyways,
about vocal
off
artists.
topic.
You. Go.
My favorite OST is from Madoka. I'm biased already because it's my favorite show.
I was suggesting that. You said probably not.
But I think it is though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's either that or maybe Furikuri because we already talked about that.
Yeah.
But I decided I'm picking this. I really like Madoka because I really like Yuki Kachira, who is the composer. She's on Fate Zero. She did Sword Art Online. Still think it's the best part of the show. It's the soundtrack. She did
Dot Hack.
That was like her big break, which was in that was like 2003.
That's quite a break too.
That is, yep, that's it. You're like, oh, it's one of the soundtracks of that year.
Yeah.
So like she's, sorry, throat's getting dry. She's got the credentials. So I think it's just an amazing accompaniment to the show. I think it's really dark and it's totally appropriate. The themes for all the characters are really good.
She has a very distinct style.
Very stringy, a lot of violins, stuff like that. She has her own language that they call it. It's like Kajirian.
I did not know about that.
You like all the vocals?
Yeah.
They aren't Japanese. They aren't Latin. They're like a mix. She just smushed it together and it's its own language.
Interesting.
That's why there's not like really typically translations.
Right.
You won't find them because it's just
Her own
kind
thing.
of babble.
Yeah.
It's like it just fits the mood, whatever that mood is. I think that's what makes the show really
That's
good.
impressive, though.
No, it's like its own thing. It's not just Japanese. It's not just Latin. It's not just whatever European language. It's something. It's interesting. It's a very different approach. What's the Injustium, whatever it's called, Mammy's theme, where it's like, what I'm talking about? That's what I'm hard to create giant orchestral themes with,
got it.
with your mouth. But that's one of my favorite songs of like anything. I think it like really captures the mood. It really captures like the idea of kind of rescuing people, of hopefulness, of stuff like that. And then later on, as you get further and further to the end of the series, where it gets darker and darker, it feels like the soundtrack kind of like creeps up on you. It swallows you up in darkness a bit, and I think that really coincides with the show really well.
Right.
I think it's totally worth listening to on its own. The main theme that they play whenever there's like a big revelation is like da dee 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 da.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I think that's like probably my favorite anime anything song. I think it's so good. Like I'll listen to that all the time. I've heard tons of covers. I think every time people get it totally right. I love it with the vocals. I think they add so much to the song. I don't know. I just love that song a lot.
It's a
really
very good song. Really good song.
Totally worth listening to just for that song alone. The whole soundtrack's great. The show is great, obviously, but that soundtrack, you can listen to that by itself, and it's totally worth
And
it.
if you like jazz, there's a Jazz
And
Madoka
there's a
album
Jazz
that I have
Madoka
on my
album.
phone, and
It's
it's
so
really
cool.
good.
It's the jazz covers of all these
good.
songs. and
They're all really good covers.
They're really good covers. It's when you got good source material and you have a lot of passion, you make good covers.
Yeah.
So I think it's totally worth listening to both of those, the original and finding the jazz covers on YouTube. There's ways to purchase it legally, so there's plenty of ways to support that. Yeah, no. So there you go.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the jazz album.
No, it's great.
Yeah, no, it's a really good album. I have it on my phone. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, hopefully you
Check
check
that
it
out.
out. I think that's about it for me. Is there any other big soundtracks we want to talk about? We could talk about Fully Cooley a little bit. Fully Cooley, I think, is like great because like the pillows.
The Pillows is
Yeah,
a really good
the
band.
Pillows is great.
I think that was a real
Japanese
I'd
Beatles.
like to,
Japanese Pixies.
because he definitely deserves to be mentioned, but New Jobs.
Oh, Nujabes.
Nujabes.
There we go.
Nujabes.
Nujabes of
How many
Amazon.
different ways can we?
Yeah, you
pronounce
didn't even
this?
talk about him.
Yeah, well,
He did the soundtrack.
shampoo.
He did the soundtrack for Champloo, but Nujabes like sadly passed away.
Yeah.
What year? A while,
It
like
was
a
while ago.
few years
He was very
ago.
young. It was an accident.
It was a car accident, I believe. But like that, totally great addition to the Champloo soundtrack, bringing kind of a Western flair to it, despite being Japanese.
Yeah.
But his albums are totally worth picking up, not just the Champloo one. All of them
all
are
of
great.
his
so
stuff is
good.
great.
Ambient hip hop, poetry kind of stuff.
That's
Yeah.
what I.
Totally
You
good.
can, you can definitely do spoken word. To
It's
it.
study. No, they do. There's some, and it's great study music. I actually use it a lot for
I
good
do
study
too.
music. Totally worth it. Good background music, like parties and stuff.
Yeah. And then that time we were playing Tokaido, we were playing Nujabes.
Yeah, we
also.
were. We
We
got
started with Yoshida Brothers and then went over to
We're like,
Nujabes.
that's too traditional. We're just like, Nujabes.
But yeah, I like Nujabes a lot.
Yeah, awesome.
really do.
I'm glad we brought that up.
Yeah.
Because he's totally worth mentioning.
Yeah.
He's definitely worth mentioning.
Yeah,
Honorable
anybody
mentions.
that's worth
Very
you
honorable.
know, into hip hop or into just Japanese music, both are totally worth it. Even though it's like mostly English vocals.
Yeah,
It's
it
actually
is.
funny. It's usually like
Yeah.
African American guys, like black guys doing like rap over it and stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's an interesting take. I always find it funny.
Mhm.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys can check us out at next-gennation.com. You can check out our YouTube. And you can,
YouTube.com/next-gen-nation.
because we actually have that URL now.
Yeah.
And you can check us out on Facebook at
Next Gen Nation Group.
Next Gen Nation Group. All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.